Hey guys, welcome back to Miniature Adventures. So today we are delving into the realm of fantasy. Don't get me wrong, I love science fiction, I love the aliens, but this game especially, the fantasy is what got me into miniatures and miniature wargaming and board games. And today we're going to be looking at HeroQuest, the Wizards of Morcar. Now this is the final expansion of the original ones. And from that, sorry if you can hear in the background, I have a 3D printer guy. From that you got this was only released in the US. No, sorry, the UK and EU. This wasn't released in the US, so everyone in the US is probably going to be scrambling to get it. And like I say, this is the original expansion. So once this has been released, Avalon Hill basically have released everything ever for the original HeroQuest, which is exciting and also a little nerve-wracking. Is this going to be the end? Is this the swan song of HeroQuest, or are we going to see more just kind of custom-made HeroQuest stuff? So firstly, I just want to kind of take a look. The artwork is exquisite. It really is. I mean, here we're seeing all these different wizards, and I was wondering, and we'll see more, but I really feel like you're going to be able to grab. Well, no, so these are bad ones. There's the good guys, because there's the elf, the barbarian. That's an orc. Basically, you got to fight the wizards. Okay, all right. I've never played this one. I got up to against the ogre horde, and that was as far as I got. Let's take a look. Okay, actually, I think I have a better picture. Here we go. So straight away, we're going to see. We're going to get some mimics. That's cool. I like the idea of mimics. We're going to get some kind of ice monster, flame monster, and some kind of rock monster. Then we're going to get a new sculpt for the female wizard. Now, just to note, the only other time you could get a female wizard was in the Mythic tier release of the original Hasbro Pulse campaign. Aside from that, you couldn't. Now, this means that basically you could now field female versions of every single character. I don't know, the dwarf. Well, they did kind of do a dwarf from Jungles of Delthrak, but it was an adventure, not an actual dwarf. But you still could. It's still a race. So that's exciting. Then we have the 5 Wizards of Morcar. So I don't know if eventually we'll be able to use these or if they will just forever be baddies. Then we have Minotaur. Sorry, had to cough. We have the Minotaur. That's really kind of cool. These look like kind of like statues, which is really kind of cool. Iron Golem kind of thing, and then male and female. And then we've got some mercenaries. Now, I'm assuming these are different colors, so that 3 players, when you basically hire them, you know who's who. And then this one. Now, if you don't know who this is Sir Ragnar. Again, if you got the Mythic tier, I don't think he came in the Heroic tier. Maybe he did. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I got the Mythic tier, so I got everything. No. This is Sir Ragnar, and originally we got him as a prisoner miniature. So it's kind of cool that we're actually getting a miniature of him. I believe it was Rise of the Dread Moon he popped up in, or Mage in a Mirror. And we didn't actually have a miniature for him then. You had to use the prisoner one. So now we'll be able to use that. So those are the good guys and the bad guys. And we can kind of see some bits here, but we're going to go to the next one. So here, straight away, we've got, the card. So we've got, what is that? Boom of Heroism. Interesting. Small treasure cards. 1 wizard, so we're definitely only going to get a wizard. Mercenaries. Evil spell cards, which I assume is just going to be different wizards. Some artifacts. And then here are the spells for the wizards. Now, I wonder if we'll be able to use these. If going forward, I could have a wizard who uses just Necromancy, or High Mage, or Warcaster, that would be really kind of cool. And they kind of look like they are, because they're not dread spells. They're literally each class. So I wonder if going forward, we'll be able to choose a class of wizard. Kind of like what we do now with air, fire, water, and earth. I wonder. And then we've got spells of darkness, spells of detection, and spells of protection. So we're going to get more. So these expansions really do kind of push what we get in the actual, what you call it, in like push what the characters can do. It really do buffs them up, which I really like. And then we've got some kind of map here, which I assume is a planning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting. Not sure what relevance that has yet. And then a key, something else. What is that? I know what that is. See. Don't know. I'm loving this though. This is some kind of ritual. More skulls, you always see more skulls. And that's pretty much it for that. And here we just get cards in a different way. There's all the wizard cards, and the fact they kind of added these in here, I really am hoping that we'd be able to choose different wizards. Now you can pre-order this off of Amazon. I believe it's Amazon right now, but it will be available on other sites. I will be pre-ordering this and then reviewing it because I love HeroQuest. I really do. Now look at this. We can this is a much better picture. So we can take a look. So here's the Mailwick door and the Mailwick chest. Great. Some kind of stone wall monster. Here we have the ice monster, fire. Look at this golem. This is beautiful. And then I really love that even the mercenaries they've kind of given details to. And then this chap, I don't know if I want to go again. And yes, that's definitely a golem. Some kind of golem or statue at least, but I would say a golem probably. I can't get over him. There's Sir Ragnar, handsome devil he is. I'm loving all of these wizards. So in theory, there's nothing to stop you using these sculpts. There really isn't. I mean, if you wanted to go through and you're just going to use that one, fine. But again, I'm really hoping that we'll have the opportunity to use these going forward. And then just another set of the box, so 2 to 5 planets, 14 plus, and we're definitely getting a nice big mat, which I like. So yeah, so that's it, guys. That is HeroQuest Wizards of Morcar. What do you think about it? How do you feel? Do you think Avalon Hill is just going to produce that and that's it? We're done? Or do you think they're going to use the phrase, but milk the cow? I personally hope they do milk the cow in a way, but keep it at the level they have been with Jungles of Delthrak and the Rise of Dreadman. I think those will kind of tease us to see how well outside of the main or original stuff will sell, and I think it's shown that it will, especially as the expansions. Now I own everything, except I don't own Crypt of Perpetual Darkness and the other two from the Mythic tier set, but I am hoping to. I'm going to just become a perfectionist. I do have a lot of the dice, and I don't have First Light. If anyone has that, please tell me. Is it worth getting if I own everything? I'm curious. And please tell me, what are your thoughts on this, good and bad? I really want to hear from you. Thanks, guys. That's it from us, and we will see you next time.